lovelies, welcome back for another video. If this is your first time here, welcome to Jé Luxe Budgets.
Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me.
Hey everyone, again, welcome back for another video. Today we are going to be setting up my budget for our August Paycheck 1. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jess. I'm a cash budgeter. Here on my channel, I make videos all about planning and budgeting to become debt-free, specifically using the cash stuffing method. I am a zero-based cash budgeter, so if that is something that you're interested in or enjoy watching, I'd love to have you follow along my journey. Please consider subscribing. So we are going to go ahead and jump into setting up my goals for the month first, and then we'll get into setting up my calendar, figuring out how many bills I have and where my money is going to go, because y'all, I got to get this out of my head and on paper. Y'all already know. So we are in the month of August, y'all. Like, where is the summer going? It is flying by and I cannot write straight up and down. So we are going to tilt just a little bit here, and let me see if I can bring y'all in. There we go. Let me slide the decor. Y'all know I got to set my vibes when I'm ready to do my budget. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is set up my goals for the month. And when I'm setting my goals, I like to be very specific so that I'm pretty much speaking it into existence. So the first goal that I have is to pay off my next debt. And I'm not going to say my next debt. I'm going to be specific. So I want to pay off American Express. Okay? That is the next debt that I'm working on. It is at 0% interest until November 9th. And right now, I think the balance I owe is like $900 some, y'all. Let's check real quick. Let's see. So we are now on debt number 6, which is $919.29 that we need to knock out, y'all. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can knock that out this month. The next goal that I have is to pick up my fountain. This is something that has been in the works all spring and summer long, y'all. I've just been making small little contributions into my savings account as I remember to, for a fountain that I've really been wanting for a long time. So I do want to knock that out, and hopefully get that probably not set up this month. I think we'll wait till the fall because I'm not doing anything while it's this hot, you guys. And then last but not least, I want to stick to at-home Pilates. So I did make a purchase yesterday for the Better Me app. It keeps coming up on my Instagram, y'all. So I figured I would just go ahead, bite the bullet, give it a try, because I've heard some really interesting stories about going to the beginner. You know how, like, if you sign up for a Pilates class, they give you a beginner class for free just to test it out. And I heard that is like super intense and not for beginners. So I figured I'd try the at-home Pilates for a month. I did buy the 4-week plan, which was only like $15. And then I opted not to buy their like kit. The kit was like $150 some. And I'm like, why? When I can get it off of Amazon for $30, which I've got to figure out how to work that into budget, y'all, because I don't have any items. I did do the first workout this morning. It was nice just because it did not require any equipment. I do have like little dumbbells and ankle weights and stuff, but I don't have like the rings and the balls and all that extra. So I don't know. Somebody told me to go to Five Below and they have that stuff super cheap. So I'll check out and see what I can find there. But I definitely want to stick to that for this 4-week period because I just bought it yesterday. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. My top priority is going to be sticking to cash, y'all. Okay, I fell off the bandwagon last month, and I'm going to try and do better this month. Any key dates I have this month? Jaxie does have a grooming appointment on the 19th. I'm also going to start back going to church, y'all. I have not been to church. I know this sounds terrible. I have not been like set foot into church since before COVID. That's 5 years, you guys. I used to be super active in my church. I was part of the praise dance team. I was like active in all these ministries. I was going to Bible study in the middle of the week, every single week. Like I used to be super active, and I really want to get back to that. So on the 3rd, I am going to be going to church and brunch with my friend, because I don't like going to church alone, and my boyfriend works on Sundays. So we're going to start going together, and I'm excited about it. Anything else this month? I do have a birthday, which I'll put down here tomorrow, actually. My friend Nay, actually my best friend's little sister, her birthday is on the 2nd. Her son's birthday is on the 7th. So I'm going to write Jaden. And then my friend's birthday is on the 24th. Key dates, I am going to be going home next weekend, which I need to work that into the budget because we got to have gas, I got to have food, like entertainment stuff. So we got to work that in. I don't think I have anything else specific this month. I think that pretty much covers everything. Shopping list. Do I have anything particular I need to buy? I need to get birthday gifts. And that's all I know off the top of my head. The renovation has been going amazing so far, you guys. All of the items have come in. I have the paint, I got my wallpaper, I got my desk, I got my decor, I got my chair. Like, I'm ready. I just need to find some time to film it. I cannot wait to move into that office, y'all. It's going to feel so much more organized and relaxing. Like, if I am not in a space that makes me feel good, I can't focus, y'all. So I'm excited about that. To do, what do I need to do this month? I need to start my reno. Because technically I haven't even started, y'all. I've just been collecting all the stuff that I need because I like to have everything on hand and then execute, so it doesn't take as long. I also need to call my health insurance because, y'all, when I tell you I got another bill. Oh no, is my pen dying on me? My pen is dying. Okay, we're back. I need to call my health insurance because they sent me another bill, y'all. When I tell you this has been going on since September of last year. I went for a mammogram. Yes, I know I'm not in the age range where mammograms are required, but I've had friends that have been diagnosed younger than 40, and I wanted to make sure I was good. So last year, my job sent a truck out, and I'm like, okay, if you are providing the truck, obviously, as my employer, the truck should accept my insurance, right? Wrong. Okay, so apparently the truck was out of network and they're now billing me, which is now adding another debt, you guys, to my debt journey. Like, oh, I'm so over it. So I need to call them and figure out what's going on because one of the bills they covered and said, oh yeah, it's out of network, but because of your employer, we're going to go ahead and pay it for you. This other part of this is apparently you have to pay for the mammogram, you got to pay for the imaging, and then you got to pay for the doctor who's reviewing the imaging. That's 3 separate bills. Nobody explains that when you go for a mammogram. But anywho, now y'all know. But yeah, so that's something I definitely need to take care of. And do I need to do anything else this month? August is pretty chill. Like July and August are usually my most chill months. So that's all I know that I need to do. Oh, well, Jax is going to groomer. Other than that, we good. Okay, so let's move on to getting my calendar set up. And I am going to breeze through this. I'm going to use some stickers that I got from an Etsy shop. Where is I need my tweezers. Hold on. Okay, so got my tweezers. These are some stickers that I got off of an Etsy shop. Here is the name. It's called Orange Umbrella Co. Every year I just buy like enough to get me through like a 6-month period. So you may see me using some from Orange Umbrella Co. You may be seeing some from another company. I don't really stick to one. I just find something I like and I order them. So what is the first? What's today? Today's Friday, so this is the first. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through putting these stickers down and I'll be back when we're ready to actually do the calendar. So I've got all the numbers down on the calendar. We've got 1 through 30. Wait, Does August have 30 days or 31 days? 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February. Okay, so it is 31 days. It's throwing me off because I know July had 31 days, and I'm like, do 2 months back to back have 31 days? Okay, y'all, don't mind me. Okay, so we've got 31 days in August. Let's go ahead and first mark my pay dates. I do get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. I'm paid semi-annually, and my bank pays 1 day early. So I just got paid on Wednesday, which is going to cover me from the 1st through the 15th. That's how I do my budget. I break it up into 2 paychecks. So I will get paid on Thursday, the 14th. So I'll mark that as a payday. And then 31st is Sunday, which means I normally would get it on Saturday. I think we're going to get it on Thursday if it's a weekend. This is technically 1 business day, I think. Okay. And then also I get paid from YouTube. YouTube pays on the 21st of every month. Wow, y'all. Okay, that's crazy, y'all. Okay, so my pay dates are all falling on Thursdays. And then also I do currently live with my boyfriend. We do split the main living expenses like the mortgage, the utilities, insurance, things like that. And he gets paid weekly on Thursdays, which is about to change on the 10th. So I don't really know how that's going to look. So this budget is going to be, it's a lot going on, y'all. But this budget, we just going to budget my income in my paycheck, okay? We're not going to worry about him. We'll work him in as that money comes in. Okay, so first up, we have, let me pull my bill list over here. So first I have my mortgage due on the 1st, and I like to write my bills down at the bottom. I don't know why. And then I write like any events or special dates in the center. I don't know why. It's just how I've been doing that for the past 5 years, and it works for me. Okay. Next up on the 2nd, I have Home Depot and TJ Maxx due. I know, credit cards, y'all. Got to knock them out of here. Then we also have a Klarna payment due on the 3rd, which I need to check and see which Klarna that is. So the payment is $21.39. Where's my bill list? I might have paid that one off, y'all. I need to keep track. I should number them like Klarna 1, Klarna 2, Klarna 3. Nadula, did we pay that off? I don't know. Klarna, no, we paid off Eunice. So that one we do still have to pay. I'm gonna put Klarna. Why can't I spell? This is why I use erasable ink. Klarna Nadula. I don't like how I wrote that. And y'all, I know this is a budgeting book. Budgeting is not supposed to be pretty, but if stuff is not organized and like evenly spaced, it really bothers me. And I just need everything to be organized to keep my mind as clear and organized as possible. Okay, that's a little better. And then on the 4th, I have American Express due, which is the debt we are going to be heavily focusing on this month. On the 5th, I have my HOA due. Y'all see how this is going? Every single day I have a bill due so far. Like, insane. On the 6th, my water bill's due. Like, every day it's something, and I cannot deal, y'all. Like, I probably should do like some kind of consolidation just to put all my payments into one, just have one payment instead of having something due every single day. Like, it's a lot. I do like to consider, well, I used to consider my first paycheck of the month kind of like my bills, like my living expenses check, because I have most of my utilities, my mortgage, things of that nature coming out. And then paycheck 2 is usually all my like debts and stuff like that. So now it's a little bit of both. You see, we got credit cards here, an afterpay in here, HOA, water, mortgage, all that's living expenses. I don't have anything due on the 7th. I don't have anything due on the 8th. Let's go back to the 3rd. Okay, so the 3rd, I'm going to church. Go ahead and write church and brunch. Today, actually, I'm filming on the 1st. I have a dinner. Put name 6 p.m. And her birthday is tomorrow. Jaden's birthday is on the 7th. On the 8th, I'm going home. Actually, no, I'm going to go home on the 9th. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to be visiting my sister, and y'all, so if y'all don't know, I am originally from Richmond, Virginia. I do live in North Carolina now. Richmond is having their, I think it's an annual festival that they have in Maymont Park. It's like a famous park in Richmond. If y'all from Richmond, y'all know what Maymont Park is. And it's like a big jazz and hip hop festival they're having. It's all 3 days, so it's from Friday the 8th until Sunday the 10th. They have all types of R&B artists and jazz artists coming. It's somebody different every day. And she really wanted to go Saturday because T.I., I think, is performing. That's her favorite rapper. But the tickets, y'all, are $135, and I was like, that is not in my budget, you guys. Y'all know my budget for fun is $30 per pay period. So both of us decided that we're not going to go, and we're just going to do something within budget, maybe like a brunch or something cute. So I'm excited to spend some time with her, just a small little getaway. Always got to have some sister time. Anywho, I do have a bill due on the 9th, which is, actually I have 2 due. My internet is due, and I have an Affirm due. Okay, on the 10th, y'all, when I tell you, look, I only had 2 days of break where I don't have a bill due so far. On the 10th, I have my gas, and this is gas for like the heating of my home. The only thing I have on gas in my house is my water heater. So normally this time of year, my gas bill is pretty low, but I do the I do the equal payment plan where they take an average of my bill for the year and divide that by 12. So I have a consistent payment to pay every month, and I'm not guessing or trying to budget what my bill might be. So love that, but it is a little bit high right now, and I think I'm up for my adjustment this month as well. Normally they reevaluate every 6 months, and I think it's in February and August for me. So note to self, call the gas company. Next up is Affirm. Another Affirm payment, y'all. Whew, gotta get these out of here. Wait a minute. Let me see what these are. Affirm 2030. Affirm. What bill is that? Hold on. Did I pay that off? Okay, so this one is a Shein. I'm gonna write that in parentheses so I know what I'm doing, y'all. This one on the 9th, I don't know what that is. I think this might be my desk. I think. I'm gonna go back and check. I don't have anything due on the 11th. Finally, another free day. Nothing on the 12th, nothing on the 13th. Okay, we got some breathing room. My shed is due on the 14th. Payday, awesome. And then on the 15th is when I like to make like the first half of our roof payment, because I break our roof into 2. So $100 due by the 15th and $100 due by the 30th. I'll go ahead and write that because we do $200 a month. So that is it for this first pay period. I am going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the calendars just so I know what's coming up. Jaxley has grooming on the 19th. And I have a birthday on the 24th. I think that's it, y'all. We good. That was all my important dates, right? Church, home, grooming. Yep, we're good. Okay, so now that I know what I have due between the 1st and the 15th, let's go ahead and get into the budget. Okay, so, oh boy, y'all. Okay, so I have already, I think I mentioned to y'all in my last video, I have been working on redesigning these sheets because I got a lot of bills, y'all, and these lines are not enough for me. Okay, I tried to make them large because I have large handwriting, and I know some of you guys do as well, but I am, just know, updates will be coming in the 2026 released planners. So the first thing we need to do is figure out where my money is coming from in order to make a plan of where it's going to go. So again, I just got paid on the 30th from my paycheck. And from my paycheck, I budget $1,700 each pay period. Now, this I believe is going to be a little bit higher because again, I worked overtime last week. So I'm not sure if it's going to hit on this check or the next check, but I'm going to budget what I normally budget. And we're going to see how that works. Also, when I'm just going to put it as of today because that's when it actually hits my account. I did sell my camera, so I'm going to put camera sale. She paid me via Cash App, and then I did the 2-day transfer because I didn't want to pay fees. And that was $400, y'all. So I'll go ahead and write in 400 because I know that's what I got. No, my pen's trying to die on me again. Come on, ink. I need to make it through this video. Okay, so that is all the income that I know that I currently have in my possession. Now, again, y'all, I know my boyfriend lives with me. He normally pays me every Thursday. I don't know what's going on with that right now. I'm just gonna say that. So I'll keep you guys posted. He's got some changes coming up with his job. So yeah, it's a lot going on. Anywho, let's get into these expenses. The dreaded expenses. My expense list is way too long. I'm just gonna tell y'all that now. So I'm gonna go ahead and write out everything that we just put into motion. And 214s actually. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? I did miss one thing, y'all. Okay, back up. I have another bill due on the 14th.
Okay, what's the feedback?
Echo off. I don't like how that thing be listening to my conversations. Okay, and then lastly, I have a bill due on the 15th. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and write these in. First up, we have my mortgage. My mortgage, let's spell correctly, Jessica. Okay. Right now, I split it in half, is $733. And that's what actually hit because it's on automatic deposit. I have not paid it yet, so I'll go in and write when I actually make the transfer from my savings account and when it clears. Next up on the 2nd, I have Home Depot. Home Depot, my minimum payment is $29. On the 2nd, I also have TJ Maxx due. Minimum payment on that currently is $42, I think. I need to go check, but that's what it was last pay period, so that's what I'm using. I also have Klarna due. We said this was Nadula, so I know which one it is. Minimum on that is $21.39. On the 4th, I have American Express. Minimum on that is $40. On the 5th, I have HOA, which is $28. On the 6th, I have water. My water bill, I'm budgeting $70, y'all. Like, it has been super hot here. I have been running my drip. Some days I've been running it twice a day, so yeah. I'll be happy if it's 70 bucks. It might be closer to the 100 range, but we shall see. But we budgeted 70. I also have my internet due on the 9th, and internet is $66. I rounded up. It's 65 and some change, but I like to budget with even numbers. On the 9th, I also have Affirm. Again, I don't know what Affirm this is, but the minimum is $20.31 according to my notes. I also have my gas bill due, which is $144. We have Affirm on the 10th. This one is a Shein. I'm gonna say this other one is a Shein as well. I just need to double check what it's for. And that is $15.92. On on the 14th, my shed payment is due, which is $144 and some change, so we're gonna say $155. And then upgrade, right now, this is the debt that I mentioned to y'all in my video that I didn't know if I was gonna keep it. Right now I still have it, and the minimum on it is $81.75, which I have the money right now, so right now I'm just pretty much using the money they gave me to pay back until I fully decide what I want to do with that. So that one's still a question mark, but we're gonna budget it in. And then for the roof, I need to pay at least $100 this pay period. So that is all of my known expenses, you guys. So we only have 2 lines for anything that comes up unbudgeted, which again I will include in my updates. We'll have a section for those unplanned, or I know some people call them variable expenses. My expenses, like even my utilities, I consider those variable, but they are known bills. Anything that comes up outside of what I know, that's what I consider unplanned expense. So that is what we are looking like so far. Let's go ahead and do those totals so I kind of have an idea of how much I can put into my envelopes. So for my income, we have $1,700 from my paycheck plus $400 from my camera sale, which puts me at $2,100. That's just me, myself, and I. Okay? And that again is after all my direct deposits and sinking funds that are online and all the other stuff. So this is what I budget. With the expenses, let's go ahead and total them up real quick. Total expenses, I can't see, comes to $1,546.37. Woo! Okay, at least I know if something happens, I can at least cover my bills, okay? So what I have left over, we can now formulate a plan for my living, like day-to-day spending expenses, my sinking funds, and then whatever's left over will go towards debt. So we have $533.63 that we can work with to figure out what can go in these envelopes, which, whoo, y'all, I think I want to do my sinking funds first, because those we have already set the numbers and I need to stick to those to hit my goals. So we have my car tax sinking fund. I have also created one for Jaxley, which this one, I set a goal for it, but it might be a little bit too high, honestly, you guys. We also have grooming, which is also for Jaxley, but I need 2 separate. This is for his medical and stuff. This is strictly just for grooming. And then my roof. So the roof we already know. My beginning balance from last pay period after I made all those transfers, I'm sitting at $1,340.86 saved up so far. And I'm going to contribute, hopefully, $100 due on the 15th. Okay? My car taxes, we're starting at 0. I have nothing saved up. From my plan, if you guys missed that video, I'll have it linked. We budgeted out $40 per paycheck in order to hit my goal of $475 by the end of January, okay? So I need to do $40 every paycheck. And then Jaxley, we're also starting out 0. For him, I budgeted $100 per paycheck, you guys. And that might be a little bit overkill, but some of his medications kind of overlap, and I'm still trying to figure out and get a hold of how much I actually am spending on him every month. So the $100 is going to be a trial that may tweak until I actually get a hold of what we need. Grooming, I have $24 saved up so far from last pay period. The goal is $75 by the 19th. So I'm going to contribute $26. I'm not putting zeros here. This pay period. So let's go ahead and total that up. So 40, hold on, turn this on. 40 plus 100 plus 26 plus another 100. That's already $266, y'all. Oh my goodness. $266, which means I'm not gonna have much to live off of on just my own income. Okay, so let's see. What was the total we was working with? I can't remember. Okay, anywho, let's go ahead and figure out what we can do with these cash envelopes. So I have an envelope for gas. I also have an envelope for groceries. I also have an envelope for dining, beauty, my pets, home, fun, personal, and miscellaneous. Okay, so for gas, I mentioned to y'all that I'm going home, so I'm budgeting $80, and I'm just gonna tell y'all now, my tank was on E yesterday. I put $40 of that in my tank yesterday, so I've already stuffed 40, so I'm gonna do in parentheses, we've already used 40 of that budget, okay? And I did do that on my card because I use Upside to rack up my points, so that's that on that. Groceries, I'm gonna go ahead and budget $100. Yeah, we gonna be in the hole. I can already see it. We definitely gonna be on the hole. Let's see, dining. I'm gonna give myself my $80 budget. I think we already over, y'all, just with this. We're gonna have to work in my boyfriend's income at some point. Okay, anywho, next up is beauty. Beauty, y'all, I'm cutting everything, okay? I have restarted my healthy hair journey as of today as well. So I did take out my braids yesterday. I washed my hair, deep conditioner, y'all. I found this deep conditioner. Ooh, it's got my curls popping. So I've already got everything that I need. I decided not to put on a new set of nails. I know I mentioned to y'all in my last video I was going to put on a new set, giving my fingers a break for a little bit until I decide if I want to put some more braids in my head or not, because I can't braid with nails, y'all. I just can't. So right now we good on beauty. I did paint my own toes, so we're good there. Pets. I really wanted to budget $150, you guys, but I don't know if we can do that just out of my paycheck. What are we going to do for pets? They definitely are going to need some food. I just bought litter, but I still need to get Gina's shots, y'all. I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. Let me think on that for a little bit. For the home, I did want to get some Lysol wipes. Let's just do $20. And then fun. Okay, y'all. Fun. I was going to say my $30 budget. I am going to bump that up to $80. Only because I have a birthday dinner to go to today. And part of my birthday gift is going to come out of fun. So I'm bumping it up to $80. And I'm also going home to visit my sister. So I need some funds for that. Personal items, I don't need anything. We're good there. Miscellaneous, I'm still going to give myself $10 as I do every paycheck. So let's see. How much is that so far, y'all? That's a lot. That's a lot. 80 plus 100 plus 80 plus 20 plus 80 plus 10. Whew, okay, that is, I can't see y'all with these lights. 370 plus the 266. I don't remember what the total was, but 636, I know it was already over budget. Okay, what's today? Today's the 1st. They've got about a half a bag of food. Gina's shots might have to wait again to next paycheck, you guys. I hate to do that to her. Okay, we're gonna do the regular budget. I'm gonna do $65. Oh gosh. Okay, so let me do that again. 80 plus 100. Wait. 80 plus 100 plus 80 plus 65 plus 20 plus 80 plus 10. Gosh, y'all, that is $435 stuffed in my wallet plus 266. actually no. Okay, let me go back, because I'm including my roof here, and that's not cash that I actually stuffed. That's a payment that's going to go into sinking funds. Okay, that helps me out a little bit. That saves me $100 there. So we got $435 plus $166. Because again, this 100 is going to be a payment that I'm making. So that is $601, y'all. Still going to be over, I think. $601 in cash I need to take out. All right, so total income we starting with is $2,100 minus $1,546.37 in expenses minus $601 in cash I need to take out. Puts me in the hole. Woo! In the hole, $47.37. That is not a good feeling, you guys. What's the change? I can't see. 37. Okay, so with that, I'm hoping that my paycheck comes in a little bit higher. I'm thinking probably around maybe the $1,750 if that overtime hits. I need to check and see what actually hit, because I haven't looked, y'all. The camera again has hit. The $400 I did have to use for an emergency, and I am going to be reimbursed for it. So I just gotta wait for that to come back. But I don't like that feeling. I don't like it at all. So we need to now figure out where, how am I going to do this, you guys? Let me go ahead and figure out what I need to get out the bank first today. Let me get my cash planning slips. Whew, y'all, this is stressing me out. And I know these are estimated numbers. Again, I'm not working on actual figures, but if this was the plan, just knowing that I wouldn't be able to cover everything that I need just on my own income is stressful for me. Yes, I am still gonna get paid for my boyfriend's income, but I don't like that feeling, y'all. So, okay, now I need to figure out what I need to get from the bank. So I've got my teller cash withdrawal slips here. We're gonna figure out the cash planning portion so I can go to the bank today because it's Friday. I need some money for the weekend. So for gas, again, I already took out 40, so I'm only gonna pull out 40, so we'll go 220s for that. And that hopefully will be gas just for my trip home and back, because I already have a full tank to get me through this week. And luckily, y'all, I think what's gonna help me out a little bit, yeah, I don't go in office until the 13th. I'm working from home all next week, so that's gonna help too. Awesome, okay. At least got a little bit of hope there. Next up is groceries. Groceries, I'm just gonna do a $100 bill. So I like to hold large bills, and that encourages me not to break them. But I know I'm gonna break this just because we need some groceries. Next up is dining. Dining, I'm gonna do 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. I don't know why I'm doing 210, but we're gonna roll with it, y'all. Beauty, we didn't do anything. Pets need 65, so I'm gonna do 20, 40. Actually, no. That's not. Let's just do a 50. A 50, a 10, and a 5 for them. So hopefully I don't have to break this 50. Home, I'm gonna do a $20 bill. Fun, I'm gonna do another 50, a 20, and a 10. And then miscellaneous is gonna get a 10. Okay, so that should take care of my cash envelopes. And then for car taxes, I need to take out $40. I'm gonna do 2 20s. Jaxley needs 100, so we're gonna just pull a $100 bill. And then grooming needs 26, so 20, 5, 6. All right, let me add this up, make sure my math is mathing, because y'all know this is not my strong subject. So I've got a $1 bill, I've got 2 5s is $10, I've got 5 10s, which is $50, I've got, what is this, 5 10 20s, which is that 200? I think it's 200, y'all. 200, oh wait, 10 times 20. Yes, that's 200. Okay, gotta make sure. I got 2 50s, that's 100. And then 200s, that's 200. So that should total my 601. Let's see if my math is mathing. 1 plus 10 plus 50 plus 200 plus 100 plus 200. 561. Where am I wrong, y'all? Where am I wrong? Hold on. Okay, maybe I did my math wrong. 40 plus 100 plus 26. That's 166 plus 435 is 601. Did I calculate 80 in this, y'all? Let's see. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so I'm good. It's 561. I need to fix my number over here because when I did this 601 total, I was including me taking out $80, not 40. Hope that's not confusing for y'all, but it was 561. Okay, y'all. Stress relief, sigh, scream, whatever you want to call it. We are now going to go to the bank, get my cash out so that I can stuff my wallet and be good to go for this pay period. And y'all pray for me, okay? Y'all just pray for me and my budget because this was a little bit stressful, you guys, y'all. Okay, so what I need to do now is take a look and see what actually hit from my paycheck so that can hopefully alleviate all of the stress that I'm feeling. Oh, I didn't fix my number. Okay, I need to fix this number as well because maybe y'all, I might not be as in the hole. I think I'm gonna be a whole like $7. Okay, so 2100 minus 1546.37 minus 561. Yes, okay, I feel a little better about that. $7.37. I know my paycheck is gonna come in to cover that. Like, I think my paycheck is probably gonna be like $17.40 or 50-ish possibly, but yeah, that's still in the hole, but I feel a little bit better about that. So now I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna get my cash. I'm gonna stuff my wallet. That will be my next video, so you guys definitely stay tuned for the cash stuffing. We're gonna be stuffing my wallet as well as my sinking funds. I hope you all found this video inspiring. I'm so sorry if you felt like it was all over the place, but this is how I set up for the month. So I've got my goals ready, I've got my calendar and my budget in place. So I'm going to now go de-stress. I hope you all have a fantastic first week of August. I definitely will be giving you guys a check-in video as well to see how it's going. So you guys stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not already. And I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. I'll catch you in the next video. Happy budgeting.
Written in the stars, you will be forever, yeah. You will be written in the stars, you will be